Hello, Dr. Phyllis Pelzer, the Empowerment Mentor, and I'm coming to you today, and I'm thanking God for this opportunity to be able to hopefully encourage someone on today. Now, today's encouragement is don't forget to be who God created you to be. In other words, don't dummy down. Matter of fact, just stop dummying down. That's right. And that's exactly how God put it in my spirit. In other words, I had to write this down. God put in my heart to say to you that as long as there is life and you are breathing, that you have a right. That's right. Listen to this. You have a right to be all that Father God has purposed and planned for you to be. So be encouraged and also be a willing participant. That's right. Be a willing participant in what God is doing in your life. In other words, He wants you to surrender. That's right. Surrender to His will and to His way. You know, earlier this morning, I was just watching on YouTube the birds, the tropical birds, different birds, and I was looking at how they were born, how they were different. The colorations were just so beautiful, and they were just so busy, just going about themselves and just being themselves. They only know how to be who God created them to be, in the pretty feathers they were in, the variation of the colors. So it didn't matter, you know, that one bird, he had beautiful white, black, and brown. And then another one, he was red and black. And another one was blue. And another one was yellow. And I mean, they were just so beautiful. And as I just began to just watch them, I was just so awed at how they were just being. They were just busy, if they were getting food, or if they were somewhere chirping, if they were getting water, or whatever. And the creator of the content, I don't even know if they really knew if they were really there taking these shots of them, but it didn't matter to them because they were just so busy being who they were created to be. So I hope and pray that this really encourages someone on today. I meant for this to be a short, but you know what? I got to follow the flow of God, that I hope that this will encourage and uplift someone. And God says to stop dummying down. Stop it and just be who He has created you to be. And remember, He says that as long as there is a life and as long as there is breath, as long as you are breathing, that you have a right. That's right. You have a God-ordained right to be who God created you to be, unapologetically. So be encouraged, and this is important as well, to be a willing participant. That's right, a willing participant. That means that you will surrender to the divine will and to God's divine plans, to His blueprint, not your blueprint, but His blueprint. But if you surrender, then God will bring about some marvelous things in your life. You know, just recently, God blessed me to birth this book. I didn't intend to mention this, but it's Behind the White Door. And it is Behind the White Door, 15 Knobs of Wisdom for Intentional Living Journal, right? And it's nurturing your growth. But it happened because God helped me to become a willing participant in His will for my life. So God has no respect to persons. He's done it for me. He's doing it for many others. And He will do it for you as well, as a willing participant. And that means that even in spite of, you may be having things going on in your life and you say, you know what, Dr. Pelzer, you don't even know I got this going on, I got that going on. But you know what? We all do. You know what? Behind these white doors, I am a caregiver to my mom. And I'm telling you, some days are challenging, but I thank God for giving me the grace, giving me the strength. He helps me to show up, put a smile on my face, do and say what He's called called me to do. So I hope and pray that this will empower you on today, and that it will encourage you, that you will stop dummying down and be like those beautiful birds. You look the way you look, you are the way you look, because that's the way God created you to be. You have these fantastic ideas, and you're like a stretcher, and you are such a dreamer, and others are like, what? Where did that come from? That came from God, because He innate that. He placed that inside of you, and He does not want you to minimize what He's done. So if you got off a track, I'm encouraging you on today that you get back on track. That's right. Get back on track. Remember that as long as there's life and as long as there's breath that you are breathing, you have the opportunity to be a willing participant and to be all that God has purposed and planned for you to be. So I pray and trust that this has empowered you, that it has encouraged you on today. And I want to say thank you so much for being on the channel. I don't take it for granted, because your presence encourages me. Believe me. Remember when I said before earlier that I didn't know what I was doing, but I know one thing: I have a heart to want to encourage others, and that's what I'm trying to do with the help of the Lord. As He encourages you, He encourages me as well.